Hello, everybody. I have a story to tell. Of course, I do. It's me. Most of you know that I go to Sedona and visit all the time, and I had been going for the last 6 or 8 months, and I would stop into a store and always look at the jewelry. And there was a beautiful woman named Lauren there, and her son he's pretty special, so I would always stop in and check on him every time that I would go in to visit Sedona. What I did not know was that there is a beautiful necklace that I'm wearing right now. And I was looking around and looking and shopping, and this necklace just was sitting on the top of this shelf, all lit up, and it was just calling me. So I just went over to it, and I was like, could you show me that necklace? Can I please try that on? And I would just try the necklace on, and I would hold it, and it was way out of my price range, let me tell you, and it should be because it's beautiful. But I just kept looking at it. I was just so drawn to this necklace. So every time that I would go back to Sedona, I would stop and visit this necklace. I know it sounds funny, but I would stop. I would have them take it off the shelf, and they would laugh at me, and I would say, you don't understand. I really love this necklace. I just wish I could afford it. So I did this about 6 times, and finally one day I went back in, and it was gone. I was really upset about that, and I thought, well, it's gone. It wasn't meant to be mine because I couldn't afford it, obviously, and I couldn't visit it anymore, and I was really kind of upset about that. And I thought, well, good thing is maybe somebody who needed it got it because it was very special. So I, of course, went back 2 or 3 times after that and to visit Sedona, and I knew the necklace was gone, so I stopped going to see it. Funny thing is, this last trip, my friend Krista came over, and we talked, and I was talking about adoption and, certain things in my life, and we talked about her life and, just different things. And it was her boyfriend's birthday, Ra. And they said, come over tonight at Ra's, and they're having a party. And I thought, wonderful. Well, in the meantime, a friend of hers, a mutual friend on Facebook, added me. His name was John Ferris. And he asked me, now let's talk about this adoption thing. And it completely went over my head because I had no idea that he was Ra's, what do you call that? He lived with Ra. He was Ra's, roommate. There you go. That's the name, roommate. So I had no idea who this was, but I said to him, adoption, are you talking about me or me adopting children? And I never heard back from him after that. But that night, we all went in to Ra's place, and I was just immediately drawn into this amazing stuff that this man makes. He makes this crazy, amazing, galactic goddess-looking warrior jewelry. And I just was like a kid in the candy store. I'm looking around, I'm trying stuff on, I'm impressed. Now, in the meantime, there's probably 15 people in this little apartment. So I didn't really get to meet John because, it was busy. And he actually likes to be called Ferris, but I didn't know he made this jewelry or anything. So I'm standing in the living room, and I'm trying on this jewelry, and none of it fit. It was beautiful, but none of it was calling me. Now, me being the intuitive and weirdo that I am, I literally was drawn into the kitchen. I literally heard, go into the kitchen. Now that's guidance speaking. So I went into the kitchen, and I'm like, okay, now what? Turn around. So I turned around, and on the shelf sat this piece of jewelry. I literally was like a deer in headlights. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know it was nothing. So I got introduced to John, and we kind of giggled because he said, you didn't know who I was on Facebook, da, 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 da. And I might not remember the story in full clarity because I literally was so drawn to the necklace and was processing at the time, well, I can't believe I found the person who made this jewelry. Now, I tried to hire someone to make this jewelry. I tried to recreate it. I literally tried to hire someone to make it for me because I wanted it so badly. I thought someone else could probably make something like that for me. So, okay, that being said, I told Mr. Ferris about me visiting the stone and how amazing that I just would go and visit it, and I did it for a long time. And then when the necklace was gone, I was very upset about it. But I was glad that I found it again, or it found me, because a lot of spiritual people will say, what's meant to be yours will find you. And Mr. Ferris, being the wonderful soul that he is, went into the kitchen, took the piece off of the shelf, and brought in and said, I don't even know what he said, but he put it in my hands. And when he placed it in my hands, I put it up to the side of my ear and my face like a long lost friend, and I said, I thought it was lost. I didn't think I would ever find it again. And I got really emotional. And he hugged me. And we hugged for a while, and I broke down in tears like I'm doing now. And he whispered into my ear, I'm giving it to you. It's meant for you. Now, no one had ever really done anything that beautiful for me or special. And I just kind of cried because I wanted the piece so badly, and I thought it was lost. And anyway, so you understand how special it is. So it's a 7-pointed crystal, and that's as far as I got with knowing what the crystal is. He let me read what it meant, and when I read what it meant, it was so profound to me. And he said it's one of the rarest crystals that you can find. And I kind of thought for a minute, I've always been the rare crystal. And even as an infant, I was found. So it was very fitting for me. And I wanted to share the story because I just thought things that really are meant to be with us, they find a way to find us. Now, a lot of people had to be moved around in order for me to find this necklace, and the necklace to find me once again. But that's an amazing part of the universe that we live in. So, if any of you are interested in Mr. Ferris's piece of jewelry, I will be putting his link on my webpage, and it is the most amazing things that I've ever seen in my life. But thank you, John Ferris, for making me feel like I was a rare find. So, I hope this video helps you heal in some way. And if not, I love you anyway.